What's going on, lads and ladettes? Welcome back to episode 41. This is the Dirk episode.
Man, the Dirk episode. Dirk, what a legend. That guy is so cool, honestly. I saw a video. Yeah, he is the man. I saw a video the other day of him at the All-Star game last year when him and D-Wade were like the captains.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like chirping guys on the other team and stuff. There's a video of him in warm-up. Some guy on, I guess his team was doing something, and he like slapped the ball out of his hands, and he's like, "This isn't college, playa."
I feel like Dirk is one of those few athletes who is just like can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Like spent his whole career on the same team, helping the community. Just an overall great guy. Never had a problem. Never talked shit. Never had like a problem off the court.
Yep.
Just an all-around.
Just clean cut.
Just a great clean cut guy.
Yeah.
Super talented.
It's a big lead up for a good episode. That's what that is. The
I
Dirk
agree.
episode 41.
Episode 41 of the Dirk.
Let's get into our recap. Episode 40. Last episode we had an unreal section. It was a pretty good way to bring back master debaters and doing our top 5 sing-alongs. That was so much fun to me.
Dude, and we went longer than expected. We got involved,
sure.
We were invested, and shit just kept on coming up, reminding us of other songs.
Yeah.
And it was a wild time, and we've got a lot of great feedback.
Yeah.
From that episode.
So I had a couple people message me. One of my buddies, Jamie Finley, he said that American Pie definitely is a good sing-along. So he agreed with you there.
Amazing.
But he said he had never heard of Red Solo Cup, which I thought was kind of wild. Yeah.
See, when you said Red Solo Cup, I know the song. And I could probably sing along to it, but I don't. Yeah, it's one of those ones that kind of just slips through the cracks a little bit.
Interesting. I don't know. That's like a staple for me. I just know every single word. It's just iconic.
We got a message on the lads Instagram account. Yeah. Alex DeLolo from Laurier, and he was a buddy of mine. We were on the same color team for ice breaking last year, and he sends us a DM and he goes, "All right, lads, here's my list of songs you missed for sing-alongs. Some are obvious, some are sneaky, some are questionable, and a few are just flat out embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you'll know a few words to each of these songs, so take a moment, crack open a beer, and enjoy some sing-alongs. Cheers, lads." One, what an unbelievable message to receive.
Yeah, it was great. I was pumped when I saw it.
I was so pumped. And he sends us 2 full screenshots of phone notes.
2.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got I Try, Macy Gray, 1,000 Miles, Vanessa Carlton, Bob Cajun, Tragically Hip, Bob O'Reilly, The Who, Beautiful Soul, Jesse McCartney, Drift Away.
Dude, Drift Away. I thought about that one the next day. I was like, I had shuffle on my country playlist in the truck, and Drift Away came on. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good one.
That's a song that everyone knows, but I feel like it's very hard to people oftentimes don't know who sings it. It's one of those ones that's so recognizable, but the artist just escapes you. Yeah. Then you got 4 or 5 seconds. I'm just gonna go song titles. Friday by Rebecca Black, Gives You Hell, Good Riddance, Ho Hey, I Write Sins Not Tragedies. I'm a big early 2000s punk rock guy.
Okay.
Like Billy Talent, Panic at the Disco, Sum 41. I love all that shit. So that's a good one for me. I'm gonna be 5,000 Miles, the Proclaimers, whatever. Paper Planes, Replay by Ayaz, right back where we started. Rolling in the Deep, Roxanne, Royals, Shake It, Single Ladies, Somebody That I Used to Know, Stacy's Mom, Stronger Beer, he said, and he goes, "You didn't mention this in the pod."
Yeah, wow, that's a good. Yeah, that's a.
How did we miss that, bro?
Better, yeah, that's foolish right there.
That is foolish.
That's so foolish. We had the man on our show.
I know, dude. We had Tim Hicks on and nothing.
Yeah,
did not even. Come on, we do need to
be better. Yeah, be better.
Lots of Lawnchairs. Anyways, we got. Hold on. Oh my God, we're not even. This is not even done the first list here. Sweet Child of Mine, Trap Queen. Hey Ya, Skater Boy, Unwritten, Fireflies, Hey Jude, Lean on Me, I Try. Oh no, okay, then it goes back. Okay, so yeah, and I go, oh my God, this is it. This right here, this is it. And he goes, "Oh, cheers, boys. It was a fun exercise for me and the fam. Stay safe." What a guy.
Yeah,
Alex DeLolo, thank you so much. And
thank
you. You're right. We need to be better because
we do need to be better.
Just embarrassing, man, on our part.
Yeah, and then one that I think is a pretty good suggestion as well that our friend Hannah told us about, Beautiful Girls, Sean Kingston.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that one either. That's a banger as well.
Well, before we
But
started recording this, you ran that by me. You're like, beautiful girls. I'm like, it took me a while to place the song. But then like once like you played it for me, I'm like,
just hit.
oh yeah, like
Yeah.
I could sing along to it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great sing along. So
It is a good tune.
thank you to everyone who participated and messaged us all the songs that we forgot or whichever songs they thought were good picks and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a sick episode. So I think or a sick segment that we did. I think that we're gonna keep doing some more of these. Like I don't think we can limit it to 5. I think it's way more enjoyable to just try to like talk about all the different ones that we can think of
Oh,
in
for
each of these
sure.
things. But we'll do like more lists of top whatever.
I think we need to.
Yeah, I
Give
think
the
they're
people what
great.
they want.
So if you have any suggestions, like the followers of what we should do and what kinds of like lists that we should go after and debate about, message them in. Like message us your suggestions. We'd love to debate that. So
Oh, dude. So, well, on here we were talking about songs, obviously, and there was one little thing on the notes right here that we haven't mentioned yet, and that's we didn't even get into TV show theme songs. Like you have here on this list, the Phineas and Ferb theme song.
Yeah.
Everybody, like everybody knows it.
Yeah, it's so easy to sing along to. Like it's such a good song.
You know what's crazy though? Like I remember being a kid on like field trips and stuff, and like being on the bus, and like people would sing songs and like whatever, get into it. Yeah. And like the Phineas and Ferb theme song would come up a lot, and we'd just be all like belting it on the bus going places.
Yeah.
I'm talking to this girl, and she goes that she's never seen an episode of Phineas and Ferb.
What?
Yeah, man.
Are you kidding me?
No. I was so shocked. I'm like, I don't know how it came up in conversation, but I was talking to her and I go, Phineas and Ferb, great show. And she's like, no, I've never seen it.
No. Okay, yo, hold on.
Dude.
Hold on. You got to see this. I know.
No! Agent P.
Agent P, man.
Zach has a stuffed Agent P at the ready in his childhood bedroom.
Yeah. My aunt and my cousins got it for me for Christmas this year. Like we all got some kind of like stuffed something. Like it was like a gift we all got, like a theme kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, mine was Agent P.
Well, which is huge. But this girl, I'm gonna have to show her. I'm gonna have to show her like Phineas and Ferb. You can't be a human on planet Earth and have never experienced Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, you need to watch it. Like it's genius.
It's a genius show, man. It's an incredibly written show.
Yeah.
It's just advanced, man. It's an advanced show. It's not a children's show. They make Bowling for Soup references. There's a lot of adult humor in there. Yeah. Good shit.
Yeah, it is a good show. And you know what else isn't necessarily child friendly? Our next guest, he's got some interesting content when you go to his TikTok and stuff, but he's done really well for himself.
Yeah,
he's a stand-up comedian now.
Dude, he's performed in Las Vegas at the Laugh Factory. Not a lot of comedians can say they've performed live in Las Vegas. That's huge.
Yep. And I'm at the time that we interviewed him, he had accumulated 1.9 million likes on TikTok, like on TikTok alone. That's not the only platform he's on. He's on YouTube, Twitter, I'm pretty sure, Instagram. And I think it's time we introduce our first guest of the second Double Dion. Is this a Double Dion? Double Dion?
This is a double Dion.
It's a double Dion. So for the first guest of our double Dion, Neema Nazeri.
Joining us now is Toronto-born comedian and actor Neema Naz. Neema's hilarious sketches and stand-up have taken the internet by storm. He's amassed over 1.9 million likes on TikTok alone, and he recently opened for comedian Kayvon at the prestigious Laugh Factory in Las Vegas, baby. Please welcome to the pod, Neema Nazeri. How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
So Neema, you kind of like first came across you on Six Buzz. The first time I ever saw any of your videos, it was the 1 week as a Toronto Man's, 2 weeks as a Toronto Man's video.
This is my voice one day as a Toronto man. Yo, this is my voice 1 week as a Toronto man still. Yo, dog, are you dumb? 2-2s? This is how man them be talking in Toronto after 3 months, you fucking buckty. Yeah, eh? That's how you're feeling, eh? Okay, gee.
I kind of want to ask, first of all, what was the process like of getting on Six Buzz, and like, where were you prior to being found there, and then where did you go after that video got posted?
Before I got posted on there, I was just like kind of grinding on videos. I've been making videos for like 6 years at this point. Yeah, no, I was eating shit for like a few years, making dog shit content on YouTube and on just online in general. But like, you got to start somewhere, right? So I just got better and better throughout the years, and then eventually it was about a year and a half ago I started making more content just for Instagram, and it started like video by video. I started like snowballing, just like more. Each video just got picked up by another page, or went mini viral here and there, and then eventually I got featured on Six Buzz, and that shit like kind of like skyrocketed a little bit my page, and I grew like a few thousand more followers. And then after that, like my videos just started hitting
Right.
one by one, and then like it was a quick rise in a matter of like a few months. Yeah, and then ever since I've just been kind of like growing exponentially. It's been nice.
Dude, like, talking about your kind of like social media aspect of it, like with everyone staying home because of this lockdown, have you found that it's helped your growth at all? Because now that everyone's spending more time online, or what?
Yes and no. When I took a month off actually before I came back and did videos, and it was pretty much the beginning of lockdown, because I just needed to like focus on myself, and because I was just kind of too addicted to the online life. So I need to just like step back and focus on myself first. But when I came back, everyone was always like, "Yo, like we need you more during this time." Blah blah blah. But at the same time, yeah, like some of my videos have hit like crazy, more than usual during quarantine. But some of them still fucking bombed so hard. So I'm like, it doesn't really matter, because at some point, the same like the people are gonna be on the app the same, or less or more. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter if it's quarantine or not, because people either way they're gonna see it or not. Like, so it doesn't really matter for me. I'm just gonna keep doing what I enjoy doing, post it, and if people see it, great. If not, it doesn't matter. Just keep going.
With the emergence of TikTok, at what point did you kind of realize like I have to get into TikTok and I have to start doing stuff on there? And then did any of your content change to be more TikTok focused from what you were already doing on Instagram and stuff? Or was it kind of more the same and you were just posting it on both more platforms?
Yeah. No, TikTok was when I was first on it, I was kind of like, okay, I was trying to figure out what I should post on there. So I just started posting random shit. And then I realized it was more so like a little bit of like Vine or Dub Smash, Musically, one of these apps. I was like, okay, fuck. Like, I see all these people, what they're doing. Like, this person's just doing singing videos, this person's just doing dance. And then eventually I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna like first just make videos that I post from Instagram to my TikTok, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And then eventually I got more into the routine and I got used to what TikTok is, and now like I'm more creative with. Okay, I know how to use it in terms of like I can actually I could make videos strictly just for TikTok and just for Instagram. But sometimes I do crossover posts just because I feel like it would fit well in both. Right. But yeah, there's some posts I make on TikTok that I never post on Instagram and vice versa. So
yeah, I feel like the collaboration videos that you do, like one of the ones that I've seen you doing more recently is the FaceTime calls, like the Canadian dad FaceTime calls. Those are hilarious. But like that kind of stands out as one that's like more TikTok based. So off of that, like, how did you come across that guy that you do those collaboration videos with? Did you reach out to him? Did he reach out to you? And then at that point, what were you guys like talking about to be able to make that content?
Yeah, so he's actually my boy. He's like everyone I collab with are all my friends.
Okay.
Yeah, I never. People always ask me like, "Oh, do you do? How do you collab with these people? Do you pay them and stuff?" I've never paid one person to do a video with. I'm not like that. I will never do that. I just because I believe in, collaborating with people who have the same kind of mind as I do in terms of my humor and everything.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of make gold together because we just know exactly what we're doing.
Love that.
We do it well, so it's like, okay, let's keep doing these. So, all those guys I collab with, they're all like my friends I went to school with, or I just met through comedy or acting, stuff like that.
Yeah.
One of the things like McGee and I have heard a lot is that stand-up comedy is one of the hardest things to do, to get in front of a room of people and tell jokes and stuff. How nervous were you the first time you went on stage to do comedy? And like, what kind of prep did you have to do to be able to be like, all right, I'm going to go up there and people may not laugh?
Yeah, man. So many people don't know this, but actually I was in a comedy program for 2 years. So that's where I started doing stand-up. There's a comedy program at Humber College, which is unheard of. Like even before I got in, I was like, what the fuck? There's clown college? Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
How is this a thing? But then it was a real program, 2 years. So I started doing stand-up when I started there in 2015 in September. And I actually dropped out of university to pursue all this shit.
Okay.
And so I got in and I was like, okay, first week school starts, I'm going to start doing stand-up. I prepped myself all like month or few months even prior. I was like, okay, like what am I going to do? Built up some material throughout the months, just like, see whatever is funny to me and then do it on stage. No matter how much prep I did, I was not prepared for the fucking 4 minutes I was going to do in front of 6 other comedians at an open mic in a fucking attic no one gives a fuck about. You know what I mean? Like, so the day comes and, I had to travel because I was living on campus technically. And I had to travel 2 hours overall just to go to this open mic that no one's even going to care about what I have to say, first of all. Right? Spend $325 on transit, fucking already broke. Go and be last on top of that on the open mic, like 30. I was 30th.
Right.
The whole time I'm stressing, like, oh fuck, I hope I can memorize my lines. You think 4 minutes is nothing? It's an hour for your first time. So man, I just went up and I was nearly shitting my pants. If this isn't going well, how's everything gonna be? Whatever, blah blah. And then it turned out like I could only finish 2 minutes out of my 4. So because I blanked and I was like, okay, I don't have anything else, and I bombed. Like no one laughed, no one was like there's 2 people paying attention, barely. And then from then on, I was like, yeah, okay, this is not as easy as it looks.
What was that? What happened then? Like, did you just kind of stop and be like, okay, like I gotta go, and you just walked off, or
no?
What was the process like?
Yeah. So I was last. So I was like, okay, well, because the whole time I had a fucking book in my hand like this, just like reading off my book, like doing that. I'm like, first of all, I look stupid as fuck doing that. Because like that's not how stand-up works, obviously. But I was my first time. I was like, I can't fucking just memorize everything right away. And so I was doing it, and then like as I finished, like I saw my next bit I was gonna do, and realized how shit I've already been doing. I was like, I'm just gonna end it here. So I was like, all right, well, thanks. Okay, and
then the applause comes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, in my imaginary mind, for sure.
But man, obviously you're doing something right. Like you ended up having the opportunity to go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Sure. Which must be nuts for you, considering now you're locked up. Like coming off one of the high points of your life, I'm only assuming, to now just locked in your room or wherever you are right now. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, first of all, like these moments that I just talked about in terms of like having to prep for all that time and like dealing with shit on stage for years, it all leads up to stuff like that. Those opportunities of me going to the States and touring a little bit with like a bigger comedian. You know what I mean? So all that stuff is worth it because now like I'm actually having fun with my career, and like it's like what you're working towards this whole time is just like the fun things that you get to do that you actually love doing. So it's man, like me going to Las Vegas to perform at the Laugh Factory was like the biggest milestone of my life. Just to perform on that stage with another comedian, just to, I'm getting paid to fucking do that. Like it's insane. So it was very surreal. I never thought it would happen that early on in my career. I'm only like 4.5 years in doing stand-up pretty much.
Right.
Almost 5. And I just, I'm very grateful for those opportunities and the amount of times I had to go out and bomb at those open mics, hundreds of times. It's all worth it in the end. But it's like, it's a struggle obviously now because I can't do anything about it, go on stage. Yeah. It's like the number one thing I miss, but at least I have my content to, make up time for. So
kind of keep you sane.
Keep you sane. Yeah. So that's not bad. But I know a lot of comedians, man, they don't do both. And so they're struggling. People who don't do stand-up, they don't do videos. They just do stand-up. Like they're doing nothing right now. So I'm like, oh fuck. At least this is why I started doing all of this at the beginning, so I could be prepared. And this was a perfect opportunity to be prepared for.
We mentioned off the beginning, or I mentioned that one of the things you've done, and like how I came across you was the Toronto man's impression.
Yeah.
I've seen that you do a bunch of other ones. Like you can probably tell based on my background and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you got the hockey player.
Oh yeah.
And the hockey player impressions. You do the Canadian dad impressions and stuff. Of all the different impressions that you do, does one stand out as like your favorite or your go-to impression?
Yeah, for sure. I love them all. Honestly, it's hard to pick, and people always ask me. But at the end of the day, the thing that's truest to me is my own accent, like my family, which is the Persian accent. I don't know if you've seen those, but
yeah,
that definitely. But also like my Woodbridge ones, like the Italian ones.
Yeah.
Those ones are great.
I do love doing the hockey impressions too. Those are pretty fun. Mainly because I grew up with all those people in high school throughout my life, so it's like second nature for me at this point.
Right.
And yeah, no, those are great. Great fun.
So
one of the impressions that I actually saw you do, like you mentioned the Persian ones, was of your mom.
Yeah.
How did she feel about that one?
Man, honestly, I've been imitating my mom my entire life.
Okay.
Like, literally as a kid. Like we had parties when I was a kid in a family parties, and every single time I was the fucking clown of the family to go up and tell jokes in front of my the relatives and everything. And they'd be like, Neema, go on and make fun of your mom at the Tim Hortons drive-thru right now. Go. Because I always used to make fun of her, like ordering something at Timmy's.
Right.
And it was always like just like butchered English. And that's where it started. And then my first ever video I posted was me pretty much imitating my mom. That's what made me actually kind of like, it went viral a little bit, my very first video. And ever since then I've just been kind of doing it. And at first she was like, no, Neema, like stop making fun of me. But now she loves it because she gets all the attention too because she's in my videos now, which is crazy. And yeah, it's just like she knows why I'm doing this and she's fully supportive, which is great.
Okay, so we have this section on our show. We call it This or That. So basically it's would you rathers, and you have two options and you have to pick one. And for most of them, it's like you have to pick it for the rest of your life. So if you wouldn't mind, we kind of want to get into this segment with you to wrap this up.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it.
This and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. This is a dog, that is a cat. This is a dog, and that is a cat.
So for the first one, would you rather never go on a plane again? Would you rather never go on a plane again or have to go on a plane everywhere you go? Even if it's like a 15-minute trip or like something like that.
This is forever.
Yeah, forever. Like for the rest of your life.
I'd say never go on a plane again.
Okay, why is that?
That's fucking stressful, man.
They say it's the safest way to travel.
Huh?
They say it's the safest way to travel. I like your odds there. Getting on the plane.
No, I don't give a fuck. I'd rather run somewhere. I have to get on a plane every 2 seconds.
Yeah, fair enough.
Especially if I have to go through customs every time. Fuck that.
Yeah, makes
I'm adding that in. I don't care.
All right, man. The next one is: would you rather cover your nude body with honey and stand in a forest, I guess, or sleep in a tent with 2 mosquitoes that can't be killed?
Damn. I hate mosquitoes. I'd rather at least be eaten alive, but I get to eat honey. So I'm going with that. Because honey's nice.
Honey is nice.
Sweet while I'm dying.
Probably make a good TikTok too while you're out there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
No caption, just
no
post
caption.
it.
Post it, go viral. That's it. Maybe if I pull my pants down too, that would make it go viral. Pull my ass.
Okay. Would you rather have to say all your sentences backwards or have to communicate through charades?
Oh, charades, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to that effort. No chance.
You think you can pull that
off? You look like but if it just came fluently, like you didn't have to practice it. Like you could just say what you wanted to say and it came out backwards.
Oh, okay, that's different. Because if I had to actually think about
no training involved. No training.
I'll go crazy. I'd want to throw myself off a bridge. Damn, that's different. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Fuck yeah, I'd go with the backwards sentences.
Really?
Man,
That's
you
right.
gotta stand out, man. You gotta be unique.
That's
You're
Yeah.
gonna think you're insane, but
Have you seen that episode of Disney's Recess where like the underground kids, the kids in like the special classroom?
Oh, yeah.
Guy, Gondorf Primulon JT.
yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Hey,
classic.
he's
probably-
the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Legendary.
That's unreal, man. I think that just about wraps it up, man. We want to
Yeah,
thank
cool.
you again for coming on. Had a blast chatting with you.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me, guys. And hometown love, Markham, baby.
Absolutely.
Gang. Yeah,
Well-
get on TikTok, right? Stop fucking around, guys.
Yeah, we will. Well, thank you, Neema, for joining us. We really appreciate you taking the time, and hopefully we can catch up with you again in the future.
100%. Yeah, thank you so much, Zach. And Ryan.
Awesome. Thank
Dope.
you.
Thanks, man.
Take care, guys. Peace.
You too, man. Thanks so much for Neema Naz coming on. Huge fan of his content. I remember when I first got TikTok, he was one of the first people I saw on the app. And just recently, just yesterday, I received someone said, actually same girl from Phineas and Ferb who'd never seen Phineas and Ferb. She sent me a TikTok and it was Neema Naz.
Wow.
And I'm like, hey,
Wow.
I'm like coming on the podcast. She said, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it now. I'm like, oh, you better. Like, you have to now.
Yeah.
So
you haven't watched Phineas and Ferb, like this just means you got to watch this.
now you need to watch episode 41.
And now she's being called out 'cause she's gonna watch this
Yeah.
episode and be like,
Yeah.
"Damn, he talked about me, and I really need to watch like Phineas and Ferb."
I know, man. I know. So Neema Naz, thanks so much, man. But like, I was at the cottage this weekend, and I was Scotty Wyatt, OG lad in Lawnchair. He came for a visit, and we were hanging out. And he was telling me a story about how one of our buddies, Jake Gilmore, shout out Jake if you're listening to this, absolute beauty. But he was visiting his girlfriend in Minneapolis, so he took a plane. And I heard through Scotty, through the grapevine, from Jake, that he was one of 4 people on this airplane, which is crazy. When are you ever going to have a 4-person flight again in your life? Never.
Yeah.
Think about how rare it is to even see airplanes in the sky. I can't remember the last time I saw a plane.
Yeah, right now it's like so strange. It's something that I didn't even think about this entire time. And then it was last week sometime I was at work and we heard a plane go over. I was like thinking about how I just haven't heard or seen
Freaked
planes.
out, first of all. Like, what
Yeah, I'm like,
that
what is
noise?
going on? Yeah, it was like foreign to me to see that happen.
Yeah, man.
I
That's nuts.
couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was like, and it wasn't something, I wasn't shocked that there were planes in the sky. It was like, I couldn't believe how I just didn't even realize like they weren't out. Like there's just nobody flying. There's no need to be flying. You can't, like, you're not going anywhere. So it's just one other thing that just got like thrown right under the
Ang is
wayside.
chomping at the bit right now. He's like, oh, here we go. This is when the stock's
Yeah.
about to double.
The planes are back. The planes are back. He's going nuts. The stock was up the other day, so give him that, but nowhere near triple in 3 months. It's already been a month and a half since he said that.
Yeah.
So like he's pooped.
I don't know, man.
He
I
said
don't know.
triple in 2 months. So he's got about like 2.5, 3, maybe 3 weeks left. Until
I feel like
they
crazier
do
things
that.
have happened. So
I-
let's not count a note just yet.
Fair enough.
But it's unlikely. Sorry, Anger. But we saw one.
We
One
did.
was out.
We saw one. You're on your way, man. You're on your way back. Climb out of this hole.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, McGee, we had an unreal first interview already.
I know.
And,
I know.
We've been sitting on this double Dion. The
Dude,
double.
we've been sitting on this. Philly and I went on an absolute tear when we first got the podcast back and like running. Like all of
Yeah.
these interviews were like scheduled in May.
Yeah.
And we had them, we were sitting on all of these for so long. So we're finally kind of like coming to the end of our queue here. Super fired up to bring you guys like great content that we've been just chomping at the bit to get to you. But now
Yeah.
it's here and man, we're happy. We're so thrilled to actually get this content out to the world.
To bring
So-
another double Dion.
Another Double Dion. And I guess without further ado, here's our second guest of the Double Dion, Mucho TV. So the lads and Lawnchairs are pleased to have Mucho joining us today. Mucho is a mainstay on the Six Buzz page, well known for his raps. I'm sure you guys are all seeing them. They're hilarious and honestly pretty frighteningly accurate.
Yes,
So
sir.
man, glad to have you on. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank y'all for having me.
So first, we want to know like a little bit about your background, and like obviously we came across you from your like blowing up on Six Buzz and all like the raps that you were doing. I think the one that stood out to us the most, where like we really caught on to you, was the one when you did about Markham. Like Ryan lives in
Nice.
Markham. I'm from Aurora, but we both went to Bill
Right.
Brothers.
Okay.
So like that one kind of hit a little different. You know, like hit closer to home for us. But prior to that, like how did you start to get involved in social media and stuff and be like, think of these raps and stuff to do and get
Right.
yourself out there?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just go back to like high school. Like when I was like 13, 14, I used to do like these parody like videos on YouTube and shit. And can I swear or not?
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. Yeah, I used to do those on YouTube, and then they did well, but like I was like, fuck it, and then I just focused on school. And then I finished high school. I went to Guelph. I graduated finance, started a 9-to-5, and I was just getting bored on the side. I'm like, let me do something with my time. So I was doing some stand up over there, but I found it a little tough to get spots. Like I kind of felt like I had to beg to
Right.
perform. So I'm like, okay, I got to get my status up. So let me do internet comedy instead. So I started doing internet comedy, and it was just like skits in general. Like I didn't even do music or anything. I was
Right.
just doing like, you know those skits with the white backgrounds and the font over it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
when your girl catches you cheating, stuff like that. So I would do that weekly, and it was good. It was a steady growth. And that got so busy that I just focused completely on internet comedy. And then I started doing parodies like I was doing in high school. You know what I mean? And at first it was just general shit, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as I started doing like local stuff, that's when stuff started to really catch on. So I had an idea to collaborate with this guy named Trezor. Trezor, he made the Rap to Foot song, if you guys remember that during the playoffs last year. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I think
I did well. Okay.
Yeah,
Remember
I
him?
think I know that one. Yeah.
Okay, bet. So I kept reaching out to him. Like he was much bigger than me at the time. I was like, yo, I got a really good idea. I want to do a Welcome to Saga song. You know what I mean? But I couldn't get a hold of him. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me just do it myself. So I did Welcome to Saga. And then this page that I never heard of called Six Buzz reposted me.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I'm getting bare followers right now. And then I think I hit like 10K that day, and then it was I just kept going with it, and then it's a gimmick, but it kept working, so I just kept going and going and going. And I do other stuff too. I do like interviews and I still do skits, and I do long form stuff on YouTube, but that stuff it really drives traffic for me. So I've probably done like 15 cities since, man.
Yeah, that's how we saw you first. Like I was like we started at the beginning. We saw the Markham one. It's like, man, one question I have for you is like, obviously you're not from all of these cities, but you know like a weird amount of information about all of them. So how do you get this information and get it to be accurate? Like, do you have people that investigate for you? Like, tell us a little bit about that. That's
a really good question. So at first, I just did like cities in like the West End because I went to a high school that was it was a French high school, so they had to like bus people from everywhere. You know what I mean? So I had friends from Oakville, I had friends from Brampton, I had friends from Saga, I had friends from Georgetown, I had friends from everywhere. But as soon as I ran out of those cities, I already started to have a pretty big following. So there'd be a bunch of people DMing me like, do my city. And I'd be like, okay, tell me about your city. You know what I mean? And then it just built from there. But apart from that, I've moved around a lot. I went to university in Guelph, so I have a pretty, I got friends from everywhere. So it's a mixture of asking friends, asking followers, and just doing my own research.
So do you have like any kind of background in music or anything like that? Like why, obviously you knew like this was or it had potential to take off with, because they're hilarious to be able to put all of that information and stuff and all these facts about the cities and stereotypes and stuff into a song. But why were you like, okay, it needs to be in a song?
Yeah, honestly, that's just me studying what people like. You know what I mean? Like, I started out doing skits, but skits don't grab you as instantly as like when you scroll on something and just hear a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been writing music, like kind of like comedic music forever, like since I was literally 13. Like, you know what I mean? I got like there's that song back in the day, like, I wish I could every girl in the world. When I was like 12, I was like, I wish I could eat every food in the world. And I had like I had pillows on my shirt and shit. And you know what I mean, I was 12. I was already doing shit like that. So it's like, and like my cousin who I was doing it with, now he's like in LA singing and shit. And like, I don't know, it was always with me, that music stuff.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, I feel like I speak for everyone. Like, you're pretty well known across the GTA, so we just don't know, how often do you get stopped in public or recognized? Like, does it ever get annoying, or?
Yeah, I mean, it only gets annoying when I'm with my friends. Like if I'm with my friends in like at like a nightclub, or like, let's say when I'm doing like St. Patty's interviews, then I'm gonna get stopped quite often. But that's just because it's like, that's my demographic. You know what I mean? Like, people from the GTA, like late teens, early 20s. Anything that has a lot of people like that, I'm gonna get stopped pretty often. But I ain't no celeb. Like, I can still do that. it ain't annoying 99% of the time.
When you get stopped, how often are people asking you to like do some of the songs and stuff again? Like, does that
Oh
happen
my
ever?
God, drunk girls love to do that. Yeah, so like this one girl I remember wouldn't leave me alone until I did, like, I think Welcome to Scarborough. I was like, finally, like, all right, fine. Like, God damn, I feel like a clown right now. But yeah, it happens. That happens too.
So we've seen your interviews, obviously, during like at homecomings, during
Yeah,
or sorry, rather at different schools and stuff. So
right.
obviously, you've probably heard some pretty insane shit from people over the years. Is there anything that stands out to you as being the most absurd thing that you've heard from someone?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's on the cutting room floor that I just I don't know that I don't upload. Let me think of like the wildest. Like, it tends to be the woman a lot of the time. But like they're saying just the wildest, like, explicit drunk shit that, like, I don't want to expose them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like,
So
oh
it's
yeah,
like,
you probably
you
don't.
can- Yeah, I feel like with all your footage, you could just ruin some lives if you wanted to.
exactly. Like, I post the most innocuous, like someone getting a question wrong, and they're like, "Oh, please take this off. I don't know about my job prospects in the future." So like, I don't want any, I don't want any issues. But I don't know, girls like flashing what they got, and like, you know, they saying like, "Oh, I want to sleep with you." I mean,
So you talked about like other people that they're worried about like their jobs and their future jobs because they don't want stuff out there. Is that like, was that a concern of yours at all? Like, did you ever think about like, what are other people that I work with? Because I know like Ryan did a little digging, and you know, like, you've got a good job and stuff, but like, are people that you work with on a day-to-day basis like talking to you about it, asking you questions that get brought up?
Yeah, so I recently moved to Toronto, and I feel like people in the workforce here are way more hip. Like, I was in I worked in Waterloo for a bit, and nobody I worked with knew what I was doing. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't know what the hell Six Buzz was.
Yeah.
But like 2 weeks into moving into my job over here, this guy stopped me like, "Was that you on Six Buzz yesterday?" I mean, and then like, he told my boss, and like, they told the CIO, so like, everybody at my work knows my videos now.
Just a company-wide memo.
Yeah, it's super weird, you know what I mean? But I just try not to think about it, and I definitely used to post like more controversial things than I do now, but that's just what happens with growth. They still don't have my TikTok, so I can get a,
Yeah, you're safe. You're safe for now. Yeah, exactly. So I guess on top of that, I have to ask, other than so you went to Guelph. What's your favorite university to visit, and why?
Oh, that's a great question. Okay, my favorite university to visit to, and why? It would definitely be Laurier. It'd definitely be Laurier. Did you go to Laurier?
I currently go to Laurier, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah,
That's
tight.
sick.
I went
Yeah.
to Western.
Western is, you know what? Western's fun too, but it's like I have tighter friends at Laurier. Like not only is Guelph
Yeah.
like 30 minutes away, so I used to go to St. Patty's at Laurier even when I was at Guelph. You know,
Right.
you know what I mean? And like my brother's on the basketball team at Laurier, so I always have people to party with over there. So I guess that's the biggest reason. Kind of boring, but my brother's there.
Gotcha.
Hey, well, and whenever you're at Laurier next, so you got a place to stay, man. Like,
Okay.
come visit, bro. Let's party.
We'll definitely party together, man. You know,
Yeah,
hit
unreal.
up King Street.
Hopefully, I can take some of those girls who are annoying you off your hands.
Yes, please do. Please do. I'll tell you to rap.
So, in Guelph, were you at all like making stuff on social media that was like relevant to the city at the time, or was it more after you left Guelph that you kind of like started to focus on or like put out content that was city specific?
It was after. Like the only reason I started doing comedy was because like I was so bored after work. You know what I mean? Like after university, like your life completely changes, right? And then you really got to focus on yourself. And like when I was at Guelph, all I was doing was like, I don't know, playing pickup and like turning up and like barely going to class and like hanging out with friends. Like I didn't have no time to think about, you know what I mean, like social media and stuff. Like I was just living life. But after that, that's when I started. And but my biggest base when I started was definitely like my friends from Guelph and stuff.
True.
Okay, so Philly goes to Western, or went to Western rather, and I go to Laurier. What would you say your favorite spot is in both of those cities?
Okay. So Western is definitely Jack's on a Monday, right? Or what is it with the
Monday,
dollar
Wednesday, dollar beers at Jack's? Yeah.
Oh my God, I went one Monday, and I'm like, these guys are nuts. I had some friends in the Jewish frat there. They live in Richmond, I think. What's
Yeah.
is that the
There,
I get or Brockdale or something. I forgot what that shit
Yeah,
is.
Richmond is like where most of them are. Brofdale is where the
Okay.
homecoming party is.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And that was a great time.
Yeah.
At Laurier, there was like a low key spot because I was a little bit older when I was in Waterloo. There was a low key spot. It was Becky's apartment. At its peak, it was nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, Becky's is kind of it's an older spot. It's an older spot for sure. It's not as popular as it was though. I mean, a
Okay.
lot of the bars in Waterloo recently have kind of been turned over. Like Chainsaw closed down like a month or so ago because of COVID. I guess they couldn't keep up financially.
Right,
So it's
right.
kind of upsetting to see, man. Like Stark and Perry's gone now.
Damn.
That's replaced. Like Night School's like changed over. Like
I don't mind that. I don't night school.
yeah, I
did
know.
not
Night School was trash. Night School was so awful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing now, but like they added like a little bottle service. So I guess like people
Right.
just go for the clout and get like guest list, and like, it's a
It
joke.
is a weird spot though, right? It's just like a
Yeah.
bunch of. It's like
Yeah,
even
it's
now, just like a
it's-
bunch of ants looking at like the DJ booth,
Yeah.
like on a king's throne.
Yeah, it's so,
vibes.
and it's like just an empty it's basically an elementary school gym when you think about it. It's like an empty hall. There's really
Yeah.
nothing there. Like all the bars on the perimeter is just like it's whack.
What about you? You seem like you like pub.
Pub was more of a first year thing. I mean, it's kind of growing
yeah.
on me now because I can kind of
Oh,
just
yeah.
commandeer the booths and just sit down and be like, I'm taking this now. But I was a big Chainsaw guy, really like
Okay.
Chainsaw, and also Ethel's Lounge, is really
Oh,
slept on.
nice.
But they got the Taco Tuesdays there. You can get like 4 tacos for $3 and a beer as well. So
I was
Like,
sleeping on that place. Yeah.
yeah, and it's got pool tables and stuff too. Like it's yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, it's a hidden gem. So I gotta ask, like, in all of this, has there been a highlight or a favorite moment that like you'd like to share with us? Does something stand out to you as being like just a really cool experience? Whether it be someone like messaging you that like you looked up to, or
I think the biggest one that was like, okay, like I'm onto something, and that was even before all the like Welcome to songs and stuff. Was one of my favorite UK rappers is a guy named Giggs. And like when I was like at just a couple thousand followers, like I just made a video. Like you remember he had that? Do you guys remember the KMT song with Drake and Giggs? Like, Batman, da 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 da. No,
I can't see. I can't see that too, man. Yeah, I can't see that too.
Anyway, it was like a very memeable moment, so I made my own video about it. And then like he followed me, DM me like the video and shit, and I'm like, oh shit, this is really possible, man. So it just really broke down the degrees of separation. Like, that's probably the memorable like first like big follow I got. Shit.
Yeah, that'd be unreal to have someone you look up to, like just shoot you, especially with that like low followers at the time. I mean, I think what like 43K, something crazy like that. But
exactly, and that's like the Drake of UK. Like he's huge.
Really, I'll have to look into it, man.
That's dope. Is there any point, or like, did you think at any point you could maybe turn the social media into your full-time job, or is that something you'd be interested in doing, or are you just happy with doing it as more of like an additional, like, I don't want to call it a hobby, but like, you know what I mean? Like in that kind of context, like something else you're doing on the side?
Nah, that's a good question. So no, that's definitely my goal in the future. You know what I mean? Like I used to have like a really weird name before. Like my name was like Base Jesus. You know what I mean? it was dumb, but I changed it to Mucho TV because in the future I just want this to be like a media platform. Like it could be my face, but I want it to be bigger than me. You know what I mean? So at the moment, I'm just driving traffic to myself and having fun with it. But the long-term goal is to make a lot more long-form content on YouTube, having that blow up, and then having just being a network for people that I really fuck with to join me.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. So like, are you gonna try to have like other people within your, I guess like you could call like your brands that are like part of what you're doing? Or are they people that you'd want to work with, or are they just people that you'd want to have like associated with your name that are working almost for you kind of thing? Like what would you be able to talk about that? Like what your goal would be there?
Yeah. So the way I want to do things is I'll let you guys in on a project that I'm working on right now. Like I'm working on like a kind of a Mucho TV Explain series. It's going to be like like a 10 to 20 minute like funny musical documentary type video that I'm trying to drop like twice a month.
Okay.
Do that. If it blows up, then from there, organically, people that fit into that can do the next ones, and then I can write scripts for them and stuff. But it's all about things happening organically, and then friends of mine that I have in mind joining me in on what I'm doing.
For sure.
It'll never be me reaching out to people on in a natural way.
Yeah, that's a real, man. Yes, you guys, listeners, you've heard it here first, man. Mucho TV on the big thing. So definitely check him out. I mean, you guys probably already seen him all over the place on social media, but yeah, definitely check that one out. Mucho, we got some final questions. This is from our segment, This or That.
This and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. This is a dog, that is a cat. This is a dog, and that is a cat.
So essentially, we're going to ask you a few questions, some would you rathers, and you're going to have to answer them and then explain your reasoning behind them. And the rule is what you choose has to be for the rest of your life. Like you can't, it's not only, all right? So here's the first one. If you had to live in a cage for the rest of your life, would you rather the bars be horizontal or vertical?
It'd have to be vertical, cause I'm just imagining the workouts I'm good at. I can do this motion. I can't do that motion if I ever want to break out. You know what I mean?
I think I'd have to go with horizontal, because if I get bored, I can just like climb on them and like have some fun or keep myself entertained.
That's kind of like what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking about I'm trying to break out eventually.
Yeah, you're trying to escape.
I'll work my whole life to try to break out of those things.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So, would you rather be able to converse with animals, so like non-human, or have lifelong fluency in every human language? So you talk to animals or speak every language?
Definitely talk to animals. 100%. Hey,
I think that's what I'm doing, man.
Google Translate exists. Eh? Like,
Yeah. There's no animal translate.
Yeah, how do you think I passed grade 9 French?
thank you. Look. Like 10 years ago when I was in high school, like that shit was tough. Like I actually had to like think about it and stuff. You know, now I could damn near put a whole document.
Yeah, that's a good point. I honestly didn't even think of Google Translate. Like when you're in a crunch, definitely pull it out. Not like no one out there. I can say they can talk to animals, so I think that would be pretty cool as well. I'm with you on that one. All right, so this next one is: would you rather have an extra arm or an extra leg?
Cheap joke aside, extra arm or extra leg? Definitely an extra leg. Because I tore my ACL and it'd be nice to have a fresh leg.
spare tire.
Yeah, exactly. You just cut that bitch off like a spare tire.
Okay, I think it's the last question for you for this or that. This one's a little deeper, a little more thought process on this one. So, would you rather do something great for all of humanity, but be remembered as one of the worst people who ever lived, or do nothing with any lasting impact in your life, but be remembered as a hero to people?
So I do hate when people ask too many things in a hypothetical, but I just want to clear it up. Are you going to be remembered after you die, or are you going to be remembered during your life? Like, or both? You know what I mean? Like,
if you do something great for humanity, you'll be remembered after you die as one of the worst people who ever lived. Yeah. But you can you can go knowing you've done something great, or
after you die.
I'm an atheist, so I just believe that when I die, shit goes black. So I rather just do good, and then that's all I know in life. I won't even know that people hate me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's a good answer.
You can't really know what other people think of you after you pass. So
yeah,
exactly.
I think that's the one I'd pick too. Like, do good things in your life, and then cares whatever anybody else thinks. You did good things, so
exactly. And if you say that, and when people watch this, they're gonna think you're a good person.
Exactly. And then when the cameras stop rolling, we'll be able to tell what we really feel.
So that's all that we had for this or that. So we want to thank you for doing that segment with us. I have one question for you before you go. You're wearing a Raptors shirt, and you're from the GTA. Is there anything that you will be doing or would want to do with your comedy and your skits or your music or whatever that features the Raptors?
100%. One day I want to be like that Raptors theme song. You know what I mean? When TSN pops up, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Like, one time it's like a corny top 40 song that they try to put in. It's gonna be me soon.
Would you like incorporate past players and like championships and stuff, or like?
Yeah, 100%. I actually made a song when we won the championship. I was like, damn, this would have been sick on TSN.
Well, we'll get in contact with James Duthie for you, man. We just had him on the pod, so we'll see if we can pull some strings.
Do it up. Tell him to search for Waiting Since 9/5, so he has a little taste.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? We may have to see if we can hire you on, make a little Lads and Lawnchairs rap. See if you can get a little promo going. That'd be sweet.
Let's go. Get you a little bit. Okay.
All right, I think that just about does it, man. Once again, we want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day and coming on. We had a blast chatting with you.
Yes,
and wish you the best of luck in your future career. We know it's only up from here, man. So thanks again.
Thank you, man. I'm definitely going to check you guys out. As a Lawnchairs, thank y'all.
Thank you, Mucho
Thanks for having
TV.
us. Yeah.
So I thought that was a pretty cool interview, getting to talk to Mucho. Seeing him, like, I've seen him all over social media, and especially with the one he did, the one of like that Welcome To series that he does, where he raps about the cities and places, and he did the Welcome to Markham one, because I remember that just like immediately started flying in our group chats, which I'm pretty sure that's when you had deleted your Instagram, so
probably
you weren't around back then.
I wasn't in the loop, but I will say this: when I got to school first year and I still had all my social media. That thing was for all the people who got to know each other in first year in residence, and everyone's like, oh, like what's your hometown like? Like people would be
Yeah.
sending his videos back and forth, being like, oh, like, you want to know a little bit where I'm from? Like this
Is it to a T.
yeah, this is it to a T.
Yeah.
So I mean, his content is funny. It's incredibly accurate, and I think it's hilarious how he's working a full-time job and like his coworkers know what he does on the side.
Yeah, he works
Like, that's
in
amazing.
Toronto in a financial position, and he's just like so popular on Six Buzz, and his coworkers just all know about him.
And
stuff.
I gotta follow up. He says he'd be down to party with me at Laurier when we get back to school if the restrictions are lifted. So I mean,
Yeah,
I'd love to
you gotta
party
hit
with
him
Mucho.
up.
I gotta hit him
Yeah.
up for sure, man.
McGee, there's one thing I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah, buddy.
And-
shoot.
I don't think it's just a me thing. It's like definitely not, because this is why Jeff Bezos has as much money as he does.
Oh, God.
It is way too easy to waste money on Amazon.
Especially like you're not wrong. You're not wrong, and especially in quarantine when you got nothing else to do, and you're not like. I think you're spending less money online because you're not actually, you don't see the physical cash leave your wallet.
Yeah, you're not
So
like
you
at
feel-
the machine plugging
Yeah,
something
you
in.
feel a little less guilty spending your money.
Yeah.
Which is sneaky. Like it's a sneaky way to waste money is online. And man, like speaking of Jeff Bezos' wealth, I saw this TikTok where like they put it into perspective of like grains of rice, his wealth. Have you seen that one?
Yes, I have.
And it's like 1 grain of rice is like $100,000. 10 grains of rice is $1 million. And this guy, it has like 82 pounds of rice, or whatever
Yeah.
it was. And it's like, he's like, oh yeah, here's like a $3 million house and like a bunch of Teslas and like a Ferrari. And it's like 16 grains of rice out of his pile.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit, man. Like it doesn't even put a dent in his fortune.
No, he doesn't even realize that it's gone.
It's
And it's
hard
just because
to
we're
comprehend
fueling his
wealth at that
pockets.
scale.
Yeah, we're just
Like, I can't
fueling
even-
his pockets.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's insane. Like so I had this pair of sunglasses. They're like these knockoff sunglasses I got on Amazon for $10.
Yeah.
I had them
You gotta
last.
send me you gotta send me the link because this weekend I lost a pair of sunglasses in the lake. So
Well, here you go. It's gonna be another
know.
Amazon order.
I know, man.
So,
it's easy. It's
I
too easy.
literally just go on Amazon, get these sunglasses, perfect. Show up like $10. They came with a soft case, a hard case, like this cloth to clean them, and then at the end of the summer, I like couldn't find them, but I didn't really need them anymore. I like back at school, like I'm not really doing anything September through December where I really need sunglasses. And
Yeah.
then I was going on vacation at the end of December, and I was like, damn, I can't find my sunglasses anywhere. So I literally fire up an order and I get a pair of the sunglasses again. Same ones. Just go to the thing, reorder, $10 at the door again. And
Dude, I
then
need to start ordering sunglasses in bulk, I swear. Like that's the one
Yeah.
thing I'm so bad at like keeping like safe. I'm
yeah, like
terrible with
even
sunglasses.
the nose thing like fell off my sunglasses, like the little plastic bridge on the inside. But
Oh shit.
I go golfing for the first time 2 weeks ago or last week, whatever it was, and I open up my bag. There's my sunglasses in there, like my other pair.
No.
So now I have 2 pairs of the same sunglasses.
And for those of you who aren't watching online, like you can't see on the YouTube or whatever, or you're just listening to the audio, he's holding up both pairs of sunglasses side by
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, like I literally have the exact same pair, but it's perfect. Like $10 each. I now have 2 hard cases, 2 lens cloths, 2 soft cases,
Double
2
the
pairs of
fun.
sunglasses. $20.
Double the fun.
Yeah.
Not bad at all, man. I mean,
Not
there are
bad.
definitely worse ways you can be spending your money. Like sunglasses are a staple.
Yes, and when they're $10, like it's really not that bad. Like they
Yeah.
look pretty good.
They look good. They are nice glasses, and like they kind of go above and beyond with the double cases. Come on, like that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, they're a little bent, but yeah, they're great sunglasses.
Yeah, they look good. Yeah, send me the link for real though. After the episode's done,
Yeah, I will.
Send me the link.
I
'cause
will.
I need a pair. Man, Amazon.
Yeah. Even
dude.
today, I was like on there. I almost just impulsively bought a Keurig. Like
Do you like not have a coffee maker at home? Like
no, we do have a coffee maker, but it's one of the like it's a pot, so you can
Oh, okay,
make
okay.
basically like
yeah.
I don't even know, probably like
Is it like the
3 or
drip one?
4. Yeah, I think so. It makes like 4 cups of coffee in like one go. And when I'm leaving here at 6 a.m., Like I don't want to be making 4
Oh,
cups
for sure.
of coffee.
You
right?
you
Like,
got to
I'd
get
want-
dude. You definitely need a Keurig or something of like that kind of like the K cups. Bad for the
Yeah.
environment. But like I got like I got my dad recently purchased a new coffee maker that's like really intense. It's like a restaurant grade like industrial thing. It's like massive. I'm like holy shit. That was like a little treat to himself. But before that, we had like the K cup one. But we had this like there were little mini coffee filters like pod sized.
Yeah.
And you put into a reusable K cup.
Yep.
So we didn't like. I guess we tried to do our part of minimizing our carbon footprint.
Yeah, we had one of those at school.
Yeah, huge man.
Pretty cool.
Dude, wild.
Yeah, very. Well, with that being said, I think it's time we get into our lad of the week. So,
Yes.
McGee, I'll let you do the honors and introduce this lad of the week.
All right. Well, this lot of the week shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody who's listened this far in the episode. Alex DeLello, the guy literally went above and beyond. He got his whole family involved.
Yeah,
Sent us 2 full screenshots plus a nice heartfelt message. That's what we love. That's
a
what we love to
feel-good
see.
message.
We love to see that fan engagement. Absolute beauty
Yep.
for taking the time and letting us know what we missed and how we can be better. So,
Yeah, for
Alex, yeah,
thank
it's
you
real,
for
man.
calling us out.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank
calling
you.
us out. And you are episode 41's Lad of the Week. Cheers,
Yes.
Alex.
Yes, I also want to give a little honorable mention to frontline workers and people who are working in like the food service industry. Those people like that kept the world going. Frontline workers,
Not skip the dishes,
especially-
though.
Not skip
Not
the
skip- we're-
dishes.
we're
Boycott
boycotting skip the
skip the dishes. Yeah, but even frontline workers, especially, just the hard work that they've been doing, keep trying to keep everybody safe and keep the world on its feet. So, honorable mention to
Yeah.
the frontline workers and food industry. Thank you guys very much. Well,
Gotta eat. Big dog's gotta eat.
what a great episode. The Dirk episode.
The Dirk,
Legendary.
the Double Dion, the double Dion.
The double
Episode
Dion.
41. It just keeps getting better and better. And now that we're kind of near the end of our guest list that we've had since May,
Yeah.
it's time to go on the prowl, Philly.
Yes.
Maybe
We're
people are going to
hunting
start
again.
coming to us
Yes.
based on our track record. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Dude,
Gotta hope.
you got to, we've had some pretty big names on.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. We've been blown away with some of the people we've managed to get. Like we've been surprised by some of the people who are like, yeah, I'll do it. Wow. But hopefully we can get some more big things your way.
Yep.
Like we're not going anywhere.
No.
We're not fucking leaving.
Not going anywhere, unlike McGee's sleeves, which
Dude.
have found themselves falling off his shirt.
Yeah, man. My little tank
I like
top.
it. I like it. Did you get
Greasy,
that
greasy,
tan
baby.
straightened out or?
Dude, so I'm still like 3 weeks later, or 2 weeks
Yeah.
later, whatever. So I'm still peeling a little bit. Like it's
That's
not
all right.
great, but you know what? Like it's evened out. It's evened out. I still have like little patchiness, but I'm definitely not as pasty as I was.
Okay. That's good.
But- which is
That's
good.
good.
Which
Yeah.
is good. I think it's just the lighting. It's bad lighting in my room. We'll
Yeah,
crack
that's
up
what
for
it
that.
is. It's the lighting. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I need a ring light
Yes. Yes.
from Amazon.
We'll get an Amazon ring light. Perfect.
Cheers.
All right, McGee. Great chatting with you as always.
Yeah, you as well.
Good to catch up. Not like
Yeah.
we don't really talk every single day, pretty much,
I
but always good to catch up. Good to
Yeah,
see
buddy.
your face.
More
So-
big things coming,
Yeah,
and I guess that just about wraps up episode 41.
that does it for the Dirk app. The double
The Dirk app.
Dion.
Alex DeLello, thank you. Hannah, thank you. Frontline service workers, everyone who's contributed and listened and just been a continuous supporter of the Lads and Lawnchairs. We're super thankful. We're approaching 15,000 streams.
Yep.
We're getting close.
Yep.
We're
Very
getting close
exciting.
to 15,000, and it's very exciting. But I don't. We'll let you know whatever that happens. Won't be this episode. Maybe the next one. Maybe 2 from now. But the only way for you to find out is if you tune in next week, same time, same place, same lawn chairs. Cheers, lads and ladettes.